It might be Trinity.
Maybe my explanation will help you.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to imagine.
Let's just leave it blank.
All right, so
because
I can go quick on my cycle.
Yeah.
So on the very first thing, like you said, call to action is always happening. So let's appreciate the fact that almost every scene can be considered in this cycle, to where it's like that's what makes a good scene.
Yeah.
Right? It's so quick and also so long. So okay, if you're gonna pick for the whole narrative of The Matrix, the first one, the call to adventure is definitely the text, because it is after the intro scene, so you're getting some sort of anticipation of what's possible in this crazy universe. You're getting a base layer of like, okay, the base layer is the Matrix, Trinity fighting Agent Smith in the Matrix, which is why they made it the first scene. So then the call to adventure is him waking up, seeing the text. The supernatural aid is, let's see, if he's in the Matrix, that's definitely, in my mind, Trinity coming to meet him at the club. So yeah, like Morpheus, whoever put the code in the computer, made it to where he followed the White Rabbit because he knew that's where Trinity would be able to meet him. So she's a supernatural aid because she's telling him, like, look, you're asleep. The Threshold Guardians are her whole clique. And also Agent Smith, I like Trinity's that as clique? Yeah, like Threshold Guardians are Morpheus and APOC.
Okay.
And who's the blonde chick?
Oh, interesting. I never thought of it like that.
They're the Threshold Guardians because they're literally guarding the gold or the mirror, you know. But I like that Agent Smith is too, because that's important.
Well, it was his idea.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah, no,
Agent Smith was his idea.
But no, I like that approach too. I never thought about it like that.
So the beginning of the transformation is that too, because they're taking out that bug out of him and they're allowing him to pass through. So Morpheus is that.
Whoa.
Now here's my interpretation for this. The helpers could be more than one person because it's at two places.
Yeah.
So the first helper in my mind is definitely Trinity.
Yeah.
Because she's like, okay, trust me.
On the second
you got to just believe that I'm not fucking with you. Like, you know, he believes that this random person came out of nowhere, which stems to really the narrative of the whole Matrix trilogy, which is his loneliness. And I see that in the Wachowski siblings, to where like their deep loneliness is what is communicated in that movie, to where like Neal is this very alone character. And she's like, look, just trust me. This isn't real life. And he does. So anyways, Threshold, beginning of transformation, when he goes through Red Pill. Helper, the first time is Trinity. Mentor is definitely Morpheus. He's like, look, you're way better than this. Tank, yeah, for sure, supporting character. Challenges and temptations are everything leading up to where he goes back in to save Morpheus with the machine gun scene.
Wait, who did you say Mentor was?
Definitely Morpheus.
Morpheus, for sure.
For the second part,
Tank, to a lesser degree. Challenges and temptations is all the scenes where he learns about his abilities and doing the different things where he's like, okay, I don't understand this. I mean, challenges and temptations. The thing I think also, besides the fact that every scene could be a complete cycle of this, is that it's just because it's in a 360-degree diagram, it's not proportionate to time wise. Like atonement and transformation and return are all like the last part, which I believe is denouement in screenwriting talk. So it's the last part in my mind. So that last part takes like an 1/8 or 1/10 of the whole thing. And like challenges and temptations is most of the movie. Abyss and Death and Rebirth is really the climax and resurrection.
Like almost part of the third act.
Yeah, it's the third act climax in my mind.
Right.
Atonement, Gift of the Goddess, and Return are all like the very last part where he just like flies out of the scene. So anyways, challenges and temptations are when he's like learning about his skills and when he has to realize he has to fight the Smith. The next helper is the Oracle, which nobody mentioned. But I think like, okay, at some point he loses faith and his original female influence is this person who's younger than him. And he's like, okay, I love this person, but what if they're as dumb as I am? And the Oracle's like, look, I'm the person that's from the system, a larger interpretation of the feminine quality. And the Death and Rebirth is when he goes back in to fight Agent Smith, where he's like, okay, I can actually win in this place. And that's when he also tied that whole scene where he saves Trinity. That's why it can happen so many times to when he dies in the hallway, because that's also definitely his Death and Rebirth, where he dies. His transformation is that's when he sees the Matrix. His atonement is when... and Gift of the Goddess when she kisses him. So it all happens real quick within the course of 60 seconds on screen versus that whole last half of it. So it's tricky. That's my opinion.
No, that's good. I like that.